Hi everyone, it's K-Red, and welcome to my 2025 Peaceful Patterns Weekly Challenge. This year, I'm trying to improve my doodling knowledge by creating a new tile each week with a different tangle from tanglepatterns.com. Together, we can learn something new or be reminded of an old favorite, but most important, find some peace and calm in the chaos of this world. Each week, our tile collection will grow and become a valuable resource in our future doodles. So, let's get started. So today's tangle that I'm going to learn is from tanglepatterns.com. It is listed as one of the official Zentangle patterns, and it's called Braze. It was one of the original 102 tangles, and it looks like there are a lot of variations. But from looking at the Zentangle website and from watching the videos, it looks to me like for the most part, it's just a variation off of a triangle. We're going to go ahead and do a line down the middle. Now my triangle is far from perfect, but it is done in pencil, so that helps. And I think it would just make me happier to make that one just a little bit of a better one. So we're gonna do that. There we go. Just give me a better foundation to start from. I'm going to start with one that's about 2/3 down and go out. And then I'm going to give myself a decent thickness. I'm going to close those off. She used color to shade hers in. I don't really want to use color today, so I think I'm just going to shade mine in with lines. And so I'm going to go in. Goal is to be equal spaced. It's not a goal I usually make, but I do try. And I have to decide, what do I want to do on the top? And I think I'm just going to let myself meet. And let's do another one down below. Same general thickness. Feet on the bottom. Let's add our lines. Stop when I get there. Slow myself down. Attempting to control my breathing. Go up and do another one. Not sure if I've told you what I plan to do with these tiles, but I plan on poking a hole in the corner and saving them all so that as I do my tangles throughout the next year, I can refer back to these. And it's going to help me hopefully remember the official names, because I do always feel bad that I don't know what they're called. And I'm hoping it will help expand my learning, and then I'll have a much higher, I'll have a larger broad number of tangles that I can do. So we could stop here. We could add some more lines. We could add some shapes. She does a few different things on the page, but I think what I'd like to do is go to a thinner pin and do an aura on the outside of each of these lines. You don't have to be exactly like anybody else. And we all get inspiration from each other. And I think what I'd like to do is add some little shapes in there. So this time I'm going to pull up, actually I'm going to stick with my old one because I don't want them to be very large. And I'm going to do small circles underneath each chevron. That looks like to me like a little stripe. Now I'm considering going in and darkening in each one or each other one, but we'll see what we decide on at the end. And I'm trying to decide if I would want to put anything on the top. I kind of like that, almost like a fringe. I am going to go ahead and do every other. If you watch any of my channels, you'll find that often I will do every other and then decide that I don't like that and I fill them all in. But at least if I do every other to start with, I have that option of going back. This Zentangle is called Braze. I'm going to keep reminding myself of that so that when I use this in a project, hopefully later this week or next week, I'll be doing some more Zentangle projects. And it's Braze with an R, not an L. Braze. We do that. I think I almost want it that simple. I think I do. I think that's where I'd like it to be. So I'm going to erase my outside line so that we can just see them float and see how I like that. Now on her version, she colored them in so you could see the whole outside of the triangle really well. I don't think I want to do that. In honor of this, I'll use my Zentangle pencil that I have from a kit I bought a long time ago. I think what I would like to do is just shade the outside. And I erased the mark, the line that I had, because I wanted this to be a soft shade on the outside. I didn't really want it to have a strong definitive line. I'm going to bring it out some. And she did shade hers a few different ways. I think typically what I would have done is shaded underneath each one of these. But on the first one, on her video, on the YouTube video, she shaded just half of it. And I thought that was really interesting and not something I would have considered to do on my own. So let me apologize for the noise my table's making. Let me see if I move it just a little bit. I can avoid that noise. Let's see how this will look. It's almost like a lighthouse to me. And I want that outside one to be really soft, and I want it to kind of cover all the areas so that inside the white part really shows. Let's put this right up on the line and then let it fade out just a little so that the edge is still white and we can still see that mark. That is what she did, and I like that, but I wonder, for me, if I did just a little bit on the other side as well, if it would almost make it look like it pops out in the middle. Yeah, it's kind of fun. So it just kind of gives a little bit of a bend in the middle. So that's it. That's Braze. So what I will be doing is on the back, I will write the name of it. per that website, tanglepatterns.com. This is Braze, and it is one of the official Tangle patterns. There were 102 original patterns. So now what I will do later is I will punch a hole in this. The hole punch is still to be delivered, so we'll get a hole punch, and then I will start collecting these tiles to be used for inspiration as we move on. So thanks for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this. Give it a try. Let me see what yours looks like. There's a million variations we could do with this, and they all look fun.